Right, let's take a look at this morning's trending topics, and here they are, some of the ones that are top of the trends this morning. So just waiting for that to come up. There you have it. First up, hashtag Soweto, and this, of course, as a result of, among other things, that tavern shooting that took place this weekend, where 15 people lost their lives. And of course, we are told that gunmen came into the establishment brandishing high-caliber weapons, but the details as to the motive and other questions remain unanswered. And this is what has people talking, because some people feel that there has to be more to this, and someone somewhere knows what this attack was about and is not telling. Well, at the moment, the police are still out in full force searching for the perpetrators, and unfortunately 15 people had lost their lives during that attack and 8 seriously injured. So this is what's happening in Soweto. And then also, as you heard in the news, later yesterday, we saw members of EFF and members of Operation Tudula almost coming to a clash at that particular establishment. So we're keeping our eye on that. Hasina Gori will be out there later on in the show, and we'll cross there just to bring you the latest from Soweto later in the show. All right, that unfortunately, the picture we see there, nothing to do with Soweto. That's unfortunately from another news story. Let's move on to the next trending topic. The next one is, of course, Novak Djokovic, the men's singles title winner at Wimbledon yesterday, and in a much anticipated final against Australia's Nick Kyrgios, and Kyrgios taking the first set and really playing sublime tennis. But of course, Djokovic came back as the champion that he is, and absolutely sublime, just keeping his head about him, his wits about him, and winning his 21st Grand Slam title. That puts him now one behind Rafa Nadal and one ahead of Roger Federer. So a worthy champion there. Take a bow, Novak Djokovic. SANDF, that's our next trending topic this morning. Now, SANDF and people calling, and this is why this one is trending on social media, a number of calls from the Twitterati for the deployment of the SANDF. Some people are saying that the country needs to do something about the crime, which has reached crisis level, according to many South Africans, and saying that if current law enforcement agencies are incapable of dealing with the scourge of crime, then the president should not hesitate to deploy SANDF in order to assist. And of course, that particular conversation went on. Here's one hashtag, Put South Africans First, saying Ramaphosa must deploy SANDF to drive out all illegal foreigners out of our country. He must fire all those who work at our porous borders too. This one from Nkinsela says, police don't have enough manpower or firepower to fight this violent crime. Deploy the SANDF right now, Katlehong, Soweto. And so it goes on, people just talking about several instances where it seems as though the police are outnumbered, outgunned, and therefore perhaps they need to be assisted by the SANDF. So this one is, of course, why that one is trending. So the last one is the Austrian Grand Prix, and you saw that in the news as well, in your sports news. So incidentally, every weekend when there is a Formula One race, this will also trend. Ferrari's Charles Leclerc, of course, winning this one, and that's why the F1 Grand Prix is trending. But that brings an end to our trend section for this morning, and so much nicer when you have someone to talk to about these trends and what they've seen and what you've seen. But yeah, hopefully Leanne will be back tomorrow. Okay, let's take a look at our question of